everyone, my name is Reewyn. Please forgive my disheveled look. I have recorded this. This is my third time recording it and I have wisdom tooth pain and I'm gulping. So, without further ado, let's go through these. They are really cool and I've forgotten to open them. 1 second. Okay, so, spoilers, by the way. If you do not want spoilers for the game, stop watching now because these are quite spoilery. So, number 1, we have test ending. Now, notice the first one has a robot hand. Now, this has a lot of implications, mainly that we're going to lose our hand. So, it's actually quite a common thing being discussed at the moment, is a lot of the promotional images seem to put emphasis on the hand and not having it anymore. So, it's heavily implied we're going to lose our hand, and that has law implications, I think, for William Afton, because he has this obsession with the I will put you back together. Do you know what else has been put together? A functional arm on a human being, supposedly. That really intrigues me because, well, it's a robot hand working on a human. You can put someone back together if you can do that. Next is good night, sleep tight, into the storytime showroom. Oh, sorry, I forgot to go over it. So it's called test ending, so it's an ending, unfinished business. We're leaving without finishing what we were meant to be doing, and it says keep the data driver and walk off the job. So I don't know if this is like an early ending or if it matches with one later on, but you'll see in a minute there's like a matching one. So then we have good night, sleep tight, and enter the storyteller showroom. So the feature of the moon kind of implies to me that this is a sun and moon segment, because the sun and moon were almost considered in the past to be the jester, as of MatPat's theory. So I think it's very likely we see them here, especially since we see moon burning in a cutscene from Help Wanted 2. Then we have ride, think positive, take a ride to the main house. This is very clearly to me it's just the thing we see in the trailer where we choose either way. It's yeah. Then we have pizza pie, pleasant dreams, stay up past your bedtime. I don't know what about this one. This is interesting. Like, I don't know if it means we stay later than we're meant to in the factory, and that's what kind of leads to us going further and kind of deciding what ending we get. But also it says star, so it must match with goodnight, but I have no idea. We have jailbreak, parachute, run Edwin's parachute program. And this one intrigues me because it's kind of like a parachute is what you pull out when you're falling and you're about to die, but something saves you. So I kind of think this might be something that saves us. Potentially with DJ Music Man, because you'll see it later, but it seems like DJ Music Man might be going up and then down again. So, yeah, we'll see. But also, it does say jailbreak, so this is before we have the right keycard for this, interestingly. So, yeah. We have permission, masked adventurer. You have found my presence. You have completed my tasks. So, we do see the presence already from the postman. But this one's interesting because it's got an actual face on it. So I wonder if we speak to the face early on. But I have a feeling we have an access to a secret area because you have completed my task. Kind of implies we get a final gift, probably with lore heavy. We then have Eye of Tiger, Fundophobia, take a shortcut through the basement. Now, what's really interesting about this? So Fundophobia means fear of the basement. We're going in the basement. Tiger Rock. Now, this is either David's plushie, because it's very clearly the plushie we see in Help Wanted 2, or it's Mimic's own plushie, and that is really sad, because that means Bro's just got his little plushie with him. He just wants his toy. Because if you don't know, David had a plushie, Mimic imitated the way he was carrying it around with no plushie, so he got his own plushie. Yeah. We then have secret ending, story time, fix what is broken. I don't know what that would be. So storytime implies it's something that already exists in the lore that we can adjust. We can kind of fix the timeline a bit. So that one really intrigues me, especially since it's a same achievement rarity as the one where you collect all the collectibles. So I assume it's a really hard secret ending. We then have Ollie Oxen, Ollie Oxen free, which says played party games with a Jackie in the box. A Jackie in the box, which again really interests me because it's not just this one Jackie now, we're coming across multiple. So I have a feeling it's going to be like a Weeping Angel situation where it's like, oh, what's that? Ooh. Or it's like, you know, it's like you hear them moving behind you, but you don't see what's happening. You just hear like a Or you just get confronted by a Jackie. Maybe you've got to not activate them, but one of them like kind of goes all at you. We then have silly ending, clock out, hand over the data diver, and leave the building, a job well done. This one is really funny to me because it's kind of like, it's a silly ending. So I assume we leave early. We go in, we say, oh yeah, Mimic's here, bye, and kind of clock out, which is the most realistic one. But yeah, that one's funny. We then have repair, doctor's orders, return from the cycling center. This is just Dolly's scene where we get the repair little keycard. I think that's literally all that one is. It's not much other than, yeah, it just cleared Dolly's bit. This one interests me because it says boop, boop, boop the nose. Now, for one, it's paying homage to original FNAF, which I really love. I think the other games could have had more of that. But also the face. I don't know who that is, because the eyes imply Mimic because of how like deep they're in. Because the eye socket is like that, and the eyes like back here, like back there. So. And also, it doesn't match Jackie because it's got a clown nose, but the little like lines above and below the eyes aren't the same because Jackie doesn't have one above. And also, the teeth are the moving upwards mechanic. So that little box on there typically means that it's the hinge that goes up and down. Jackie doesn't have that. Hers are fixed in place. So Mimic does have them, so I assume it's like to do with Mimic himself. We then have Archivist, good listener, listen to every audio log. Now this one is amazing to see because this very much implies that this is going to be Edwin. So if you don't know, we actually have Edwin confirmed in the game already, his voice, at least because we've had the voice actors announced without their roles, but then Edwin's voice actor just said he was. I don't know if he's signed an NDA or something. I don't know what Bro was doing. But also, he is playing Edwin, and also there are two other people with the same last name as him, I presume family casted together. They have a whole family. So I assume we're learning about Edwin's past and probably a bit about Fazbear Entertainment and even just secrets about the Mimic itself, like maybe like the logs during it. But I'm really excited to see like the result of that one. We then have Ahoy, aye, Captain, teach the pirate crew a valuable lesson. So, I assume that this one is going to be along the lines of the mediocre melodies we see in the trailer. We haven't seen any other pirate crew. I don't even know what that thing's on. I assume some kind of like rocket or hinge. But yeah, the only one we've seen that would match this is mediocre melodies. So, or Foxy. We could see a Foxy design, which would be interesting lore-wise. We then have tickets please, return from the Big Top showroom. So this is just, I assume, the fight with Music Man. It's just, yeah. So when you go to the Big Top showroom quite early on, you fight him, you go up to the roof, you parachute protocol, you go down, he's done. Yeah, that's it. And then, finally, we have special day, belated birthday, find the party room with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. Now, this very much implies to me the missing children incident plus the other missing child we have, likely Charlie. Because notice how they're falling off, but their light is still on. I think we're going to find a party room with the glitch trap suit in it, just chilling like that. Maybe we're going to hear about William, and we're not going to hurt William, which would lead to knock-on. Like, this is definitely, to me, some kind of knock-on effect that we affect. We don't maybe decommission the spring locks, maybe see a broken spring lock and do nothing. Maybe we just see it, but you know, it kind of like triggers that event. So even though the children aren't dead yet, they're slipping down. Maybe even something like a Henry and William fight, because we know William kills Charlie in a fit of rage and jealousy. So something like that triggers that might happen, and then we don't do anything about it, and then that's why Charlie dies. But yes, that is it today. These look really good. Remember, I'm going to be streaming on my channel as well. I get jumpy very easily, so it's going to be a lot of screaming. But if you fancy joining me for it, let's do it. I can't speak. Let's do it. Okay, see you, and I will see you next time. Bye.